Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Radio Show, a once proud member of the now defunct Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Our good friend Scotty Mays is in as guest co-host. He can't talk about his shows, but we do talk a lot of movie sequels with podcaster Doug Dietz. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
All right. Hey, welcome to the Live. Do you like how I did that, Scotty? That's professional.
That was
Just
beautiful.
And then I screwed it up by pointing it out. Hey, welcome to the Life Radio Show. You guys are used to this by now. I'm your host, Don Smith. It's been a good time here so far in the studio. My co-host for the week, the wonderful Scotty Mays, is back in. Is it still bulking season, Scotty?
Yeah, it absolutely
You didn't
is.
bring any donuts in, did you?
No, I did not. No.
Because the last time you were here,
I ate some donuts.
Oh, you ate some donuts.
I swear
I don't even know if you tasted them.
It's that bad.
With the red microphone light on, Scotty, it looks like you just ate a really hot chili pepper.
Or the tanning bed was just a little overexposed.
It looks like a red hot chili pepper. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Scotty's
That's
a little
what Tara
red
said.
today.
It looks like a red hot chili pepper. Weird.
Nice. Well, we're in here. Patrick has a camera on him today because we've only got the three of us in the studio. It's kind of cozy.
Yeah.
Kind of cozy.
It's intimate.
Kind of.
Yeah.
With the exception
Adrian
of-
Miller's not in. She's become a staple on the show.
She really has
lately.
become a staple on your
Yeah.
show. I'm
So
jealous.
Scotty's had to do all the research on my guests because I don't.
And I'm really excited about it, too.
Yeah, and you did a fine job.
Thank you.
Fine job. You come in here. You don't have stacks of paper like Adrian does, but you came in. You did your homework.
I kept it simple.
You kept it simple. That's fine. We're good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have anything on the first guest, but that's okay. I don't have a lot on.
No, I really tried. I couldn't find anything.
And we're both drinking our chai latte.
Our chai
Yeah,
lattes.
your
Thank
cup
you,
almost
Patrick.
your
Yeah,
cup almost
Yeah,
exploded.
mine garnished with a little plastic. It's all good. It's all good.
So how have you been, Scotty? It's been a long time since I've
weird.
seen you.
I'm not used to Patrick asking me questions.
That's okay. We're going to
He
double
was
team.
drinking. I was trying to keep the silence to a minimum.
Right. Because I was drinking. I was drinking.
Nice.
I was sipping my latte.
No, I've been good. I've been busy. I got a new job at a treatment center that I'm very happy at. Shout out to Brightview. And I've been doing some comedy at some other treatment centers, which have to remain anonymous for privacy purposes.
Right. Yeah, we can't advertise those on the radio. Although they'd still probably pretty much stay anonymous.
Yeah. So
it's good. It's great to have you back in. I'm glad you're still doing comedy because we haven't seen you around in a bit.
Yeah, well, I'll be back.
You're doing your top secret comedy shows.
Well, in the type of comedy that I do, like it
should be kept secret.
And there's a niche for it. So I just did
that's true.
I just did a show up in Salina, and it was interesting to say the least. They it was outside in an enclosed porch.
Oh, okay. I think I know which
the
one you were
duck foot
talking
bar.
about.
Yeah. So it's like an igloo with wood paneling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I heard that was a really good show, though.
It was a great show. I had a great set, but the crowd was not very. Let's just say they were a little taken back by the type of material I was joking about.
Do tell.
And one lady didn't even know what a Percocet was, so she had to ask her husband, and
he gave her one.
She was like, "Here, eat 4 of these." And I was like, "Hey, don't you give her those? You give those to me."
Right, exactly.
But it was.
Oh, sorry.
I was.
My
Dang
bad,
it, Don.
my bad.
I was
It's me
really happy with the set that I had.
That's
good. It's okay. I'm okay with the fact that a lot of them didn't really laugh.
And where was it again?
In Salina.
Salina?
Yeah.
And they hadn't heard of Percocet.
Tucked back in a trailer park by the St. Mary's Lake boating docks. So
you may have just named our episode.
Tucked back in a trailer park?
Tucked in a trailer. Tucked back in a trailer park. That might be. See, sometimes it's just that simple, Scotty.
It's just that simple.
That simple here on the Life Radio Show. Just in case we don't come up with anything better. We're not doing any of your double stuff, Patrick.
I told Don, I'm not going to say what it was, but we came up with a funny name out in the lobby prior to the show starting.
Well, you'll have to tell me at commercial break.
I'll tell you at commercial.
And you let me forget to introduce myself the proper
Oh,
way.
and I forgot it too.
Yeah, because I'm your host, Don Smith.
Wildcraft.
What the hell was that?
We're not going back into the bull simulator. But were you here for that?
Oh,
You weren't here. Who was in for that? I thought for sure that was
I
you.
thought
'cause that
Scotty was in for that too.
I thought you stopped liking me. I haven't been on the show in like months.
No,
man.
wait,
I was
no,
starting to
no,
have
it wasn't.
withdrawals.
I've been.
No,
I've been
it wasn't
crazy.
Scotty. It was somebody
I
else.
know.
Yeah. The podcast is dropping 3 episodes a week now. I've actually kept that going, and I had so many that were back. I was so backed up. No, I had so many
Tucked
episodes
back in the trailer park.
Yeah, so tucked back into that trailer park that I was going to explode. No, I had so many episodes pre-recorded already that I didn't have to. You all right, Patrick?
Yeah, there's somebody out there, and I think I need to talk to him.
Yeah. You tell them to refill the water in the Keurig for our chai lattes.
Yeah, exactly. I could use another chai. Well, we lost Patrick. I don't even know what to do.
We got
now.
this.
Yeah, we got this. What was I talking about? Oh, I was
being
stuck back
backed
in the
up.
trailer park.
Yeah.
No, I was back. I had so many episodes pre-recorded already. If we miss this call from Doug, I'm gonna fire Patrick as my producer. No, I had so many backed up that I didn't have to record a Saturday show for like almost a month, and I was still dropping 3 episodes a week. And we got we recorded last Saturday had a lot of fun doing that. So I'm still keeping the 3 episodes a week going, and just been busy. I've been keeping the publicist I've been working with has a lot of great clients that he's getting me. So and if
I would say
if
so,
anybody's
man.
looking to hire a publicist right now, if you're an actor or comedian that's at that level where you might need a publicist, check out Steven Joyner. He's a good dude. He'll get you on a lot of stuff. Get you out there quite a bit.
Michael Morris was the person I was trying to think of earlier today.
Oh, okay. Why?
For something that I don't know if you'll want to revisit. It was a prior episode several months ago where Scotty and Mike were both on it.
Oh, that's when he was taking a bath.
Okay.
Oh, no, we were on the show together.
Yeah.
I thought about the one
Not
where
the time you were taking a bath
Not the
together.
time. I thought it was when he was taking a bath.
I don't think we Facebook Lived when we did that. When we took a
that
bath together, we had to.
We should do one from the bathtub.
Well, I don't think you wanted your phone to get wet.
Yeah, we'll call it.
That's not the
Suds
only
with
thing he
Studs.
doesn't want getting
Yeah, there
wet.
you. Yep, the next Life radio show is going to be broadcast from our bathtub.
Titled-
it's a clawfoot
Yeah.
tub. It's big enough for 3.
Titled Suds with Studs.
Yep, and chai latte.
With stuff.
Studs and suds.
Studs and Suds.
That's a good
That's
title.
another good one.
Yeah. Studs and suds. There you go. That's the new. We're going to make a calendar. The Life Radio Show Studs and Suds calendar.
That would be great.
That would sell.
That would suck.
That would.
I don't know who would buy them. I don't want to know anybody that would buy that.
I would
If
give-
I'm
You
friends
need-
with
you need
somebody
your-
that would buy that, I'd probably unfriend them quickly.
You need yourself. You need Scotty. You need Michael. You need the guys from Dose Dollar Store dudes. We have a phone caller.
Yep. All right. We do have a. Okay. Hey, welcome to the Life Radio Show. Is this Doug?
Yes, it is Doug. How you doing, Don?
Are you echoing, or is there somebody else there with you?
Oh, no. Is that me echoing?
Okay. I think we got it figured out.
I don't know yet.
Our tech is on it. Patrick's on it. He's on the case. We will get through this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, welcome to the Life Radio Show.
Thanks for having me.
We're on top of things here. We really get right to the bottom of everything
top
that
of
happens
things.
on the. We're on top of it and right to the bottom.
And right
we
to the
are
bottom.
all over the place. So hey,
Are you in a reverberating corridor by any chance?
that's
No,
a
I'm not.
personal question.
It just sounds like it is.
It's
His
too
phone
quickly-
sounds
it's
really
too,
weird.
It's too early in the show to get that personal, Patrick. I about called you Crappick. I don't know why.
Great.
Wow. Hey, Doug Dietz, how's it going?
Good, man. Good.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself. You host a podcast?
Yeah, so I'm in Jersey, New Jersey, for those people that don't know the shortened version of it. And yeah, so I do a podcast. It's called The Good, the Bad, and the Sequel, where
Nice.
me and my co-host Jamie, what we do is we review movie sequels. But the only way we'll do it is if we interview somebody that worked on that movie. So actor,
okay.
producer, director, writer, special effects, you name it. I've talked to a bunch of different people, and it's been going really well, almost too well that I'm shocked.
Yeah, my show hasn't, so it's and I'm not at all shocked by that. Well, no,
You're
that's
live on the radio. I'm not live on the radio ever.
oh well. There you go. So we have that going for us.
You got that.
Yeah,
First time on the radio.
it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting to be on the radio. I don't even know how many times I've been now. It's just way more than first. So you review movie sequels.
Yeah,
And
good
that's-
ones,
How's
bad
it?
ones.
What's that?
I said good ones, bad ones, everything in between.
How'd you get into doing that? Did you find sequels that you liked better, or was it easier to get people that were in the sequels?
Well, it was kind of like when you're in college and you go to the bar and it's late at night and you're just trying to find somebody, to take home. It's like really you're throwing out all the lines to as many people. So yeah, I would just email a bunch of movie sequels, agents, managers, reach out on social media, and then who would get back to me will kind of dictate, what we would do. I don't have the pull yet to say, hey, I want to talk to Bruce Willis. I want to do this movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have just kind of like my show. You take what you can get.
Of course.
No offense,
yeah,
Scotty.
yeah.
We love having
That's
you.
all right.
You're always one of our favorites.
I'm always the I'll take what I can get
Yep,
guy.
Yep. You're always the guy I call when somebody cancels.
Hey, Scotty, he doesn't have a life. What's
he
he
doesn't
doing?
have anything to do. He's not booked anywhere. At least he doesn't share where.
Almost got him to spit his latte.
Yeah, you almost lost your latte on that.
This is how we roll in Ohio. We drink lattes and
Yeah, we drink lattes and pick on each other. So,
That's like a Seattle thing.
what's that?
That sounds more like a Seattle thing.
well, we
Lattes
steal
and
everything from Seattle. We even wrap flannels around our waist.
Well, they're terrible lattes in melting plastic cups. So there's a little bit of toxin with my latte.
Oh, nice.
It's good flavor. It adds to it. Really, I'm probably going to be high by the time I leave because
I
it's all
doubt
this
it.
melted plastic.
Either high or diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah, I was high when I came in. So well. No, I'm kidding. I've been clean for hours.
Scotty's definitely not high because he doesn't have his donuts with him.
Right.
Thanks for. I like all the triggers you guys are just saying out there.
Yeah. We had a discussion of bulking season when we had Texas Cheney on the other week. So because he's a wrestler and he was in bulking season. So.
Oh, I wish you would have been. If I would have been on that show, I would have taken my shirt off. I would have done the whole show with my shirt off while eating the donut.
Yeah.
No,
Man,
that would be a
that's-
great calendar.
You're going to have to come back next week, or somebody just bring Scotty some donuts. No, that would help my ratings. Probably wouldn't do much for me, but it would help my ratings. Anyway, so do you host this podcast by yourself? Do you have a partner or co-host?
Do you regret calling into this show?
Do you regret calling into the show? That's the best.
No, not at all. So I do all the interviews by myself, but my co-host Jamie is the one. He helps me with the reviews. So we talk about it either in person or we do it over the phone. And
Yeah. Do you prefer in person or over the phone? In person is always better.
In person, there's a lot better vibe when you're doing that. But I haven't interviewed any actor in person yet, so it's mostly over the phone whenever they have time. But man, that'd be really cool one day.
Yeah, absolutely. I try to get people in, but it's hard to do with some of the guests I've had in lately. They all have to be over the phone, and over the phone interviews are great, but at the same time, it's harder to read somebody, and it's harder to and you step on each other's words every now and then.
You need to convince your producer to fly Richard Karn over here to be on the show live.
You are my producer, Patrick. Did you?
No, I meant
You really do have a
The
short-term
person-
memory issue, don't you?
No, the person
That's a
who's-
long-term memory issue at that point because you've been my producer now for at least a year and a half.
I meant the person who's booking these interviews. For
Oh,
you.
my publicist.
Publicist. That's what I'm.
Yeah,
thinking
he's
of.
not going to do that. I'd have better luck with my producer.
I can't afford to fly him here.
Exactly. That's
So what's
Patrick, just go pick him up.
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
he's only in Lexington.
Yeah.
He'll be in Lexington for the Lexington Comic and Toy Convention.
The problem is I can't drive.
yeah,
no.
still has the
Put him
that
on
cord
the,
order
put him
hanging
on the
over his head.
handlebars.
The corridor.
Kentucky's only a little bit mountainous.
I turn
You'll
into
be fine.
I turn into a monster
Downhill,
when I'm
if
behind the
you pick
wheel.
up enough speed, you'll go up the next one. That's the idea.
So, what has been your favorite sequel that you've reviewed?
Ooh, favorite sequel, as in good?
So, look, which one have you
Not
had the most fun
necessarily,
with?
because some of them are great when they're terrible.
Please tell me it was Troll 2.
Oh, no.
They're eating her.
No, honestly, the most fun that I've had so far was probably Karate Kid Part 3.
Ah.
So I don't know if you ever saw that one, but
Yeah.
there's two amazing bad guys in that, plus Martin Cove's back. But there's a guy named Terry Silver, and his character is amazing. He's like this tycoon. I don't even know what he does for a living, but he's like mafia-ish. And his whole goal throughout the whole movie is to beat up a 19-year-old kid.
What's wrong with that?
That's my goal today.
Yep. I've met a lot of 19-year-old kids, and I just like to give them a beat down. You know?
I'm officially one of them old men that's like, you know what's wrong with this
Yeah.
world?
If you kids,
These kids are going to be running our country someday.
it's terrible when you hit that age, isn't it?
It is
Because you know
horrible.
you're just like really close to screaming. Get
Okay,
off
well,
my
let's
lawn.
back it up. For the record, that age, I'm only 44, so it's.
You're older than me.
Am I?
I thought we were closer than that. I thought we were the same age.
Well,
No, apparently you're
we have
like-
similarities, but not many.
Right, we're
differences.
both in balking season. I'm just perpetually stuck in it. I don't know when balking season ends.
Middle of
I
March.
just keep going. Give me more of them donuts. We're going to do this.
Man, say donuts one more time.
Yeah, you're
I
triggering
don't think
them.
I want to.
Our next guest is going to be my sponsor on the show.
Oh, so what is one of the worst sequels that you've seen?
Probably the one that we just did, which was Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2. It's John Voight, Scott Baio, and I was lucky enough to interview Vanessa Angel. Do you remember her from Kingpin? And
Oh, yeah, yes,
yeah, she was
Yeah.
awesome.
How can you forget her?
Scott Baio, really?
Yeah.
Did you let him know he wasn't in charge? Sorry, man. That was horrible. I
Yeah,
couldn't.
not
help
in
it.
that sequel. He wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a bad. I haven't even seen the original. I can't imagine the sequel being
Yeah,
good.
the sequel is a little bit. The premise of the movie is John Voight is a German. I don't even know what you would say he is. I guess he was in the military, but his goal is to put all the babies of the world into camps. So it's a little edgy
And beat up a
on-
19-year-old kid
Wow.
to put all the babies in camps.
Oh yeah, it's borderline. Like they could almost just say like the word Hitler was never mentioned, but he was that character. It was to the point. It was like, ugh.
So he was like part Hitler, part Cruella de Vil, or something like that.
It wasn't a puppy mill. It was a baby mill.
Yeah, exactly.
A baby mill.
It's a lot more fun working there. Oh wow, that's
So that-
we go a little off the rails every now and then, Doug. Just you
That's
have
good.
to.
I like it.
So where are we, Scotty? I've completely lost
Brother,
it.
I don't know. We
All
were
right.
just talking about baby mills.
Yeah, dog, yeah. I just all I know at this point is I am not going to say donuts again.
Oh, you just
Oh, man.
he said it.
Yeah.
Y'all want to see what it sounds like
No, I said I'm
for a
not
grown
gonna
man to
say it.
cry on the air?
Well, then I'm not going to say donuts either.
Well, Michael Moore said he's on his way with donuts. So
What's that?
Michael Moore said he's on his way with donuts.
Sweet.
So I appreciate all my enablers of the world.
That just means you're going to have to be shirtless eating donuts.
Yeah.
That's what that means. Michael Moore is just looking out for Michael Morris is just looking out for the show. That's
Michael should get like a variety pack of donuts. That way, like get a donut for each month of the year, and then we could photo shoot with Scotty.
Oh, for the calendar.
Yeah, for the calendar.
Studs and nuts.
Studs and nuts. That's great.
Oh, wow. We'd have to hype. It'd be apostrophe nuts because you're getting rid of it. Yeah, we're shortening it.
That was my nickname back in the day, apostrophe nuts.
I have missed you. I missed having you on the show, Scotty. We just lost like 18 viewers when you
It really did. We went from 15 to 9, just like that.
Whoops. They'll be back. They always come back.
That's okay.
We don't need you.
Michael said a chocolate donut for Black History Month. Wow.
Oh, no, there you go. There you go. That's
Baby Mills and that.
yeah. Really, our goal is just to beat up a 19-year-old kid. Still,
That's it.
really.
Yeah.
We're going to keep coming back to that.
Is that going to be a turquoise donut for domestic violence or something like that?
Oh my god.
Well, this,
There's domestic violence. We have gone way off the rails at this point. I don't even know what can save us. Doug, is there anything that can save? Is there a sequel that can save us? Is there a sequel that like saves a radio show from imploding in on itself?
Oh man, I don't know if it would save it, but one cool interview I got to do, I chatted with William Sadler, who was in Die Hard 2,
Oh, okay.
Death and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. He was like the coolest, most down-to-earth guy. You wouldn't even know that he doesn't know how amazing he is. He was so cool. And Bogus Journey is like one of the coolest movies, coolest sequels. It's his character. Usually movies, when they introduce something in a sequel, it could fall flat.
Yeah.
But he was like that perfect addition to basically, I think that first movie had all Genghis Khan, Napoleon Bonaparte, and all those other side characters, but Death, by and far, was awesome. And he's going to be in the new movie that's coming out this summer.
That's right. They are making another. Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
That should be interesting. Well, yeah, you'll definitely have to get a review out of that one.
Oh yeah, I might have to check that one out.
Yeah. Yes, I've never been huge on sequels. So there's so many sequels out there that have just ruined the original for me that I have a hard time with some sequels.
Like what? Do you have one in mind? Are you talking like Jaws 3? Or...
God, Jaws, anything other than 1. And Godfather 3 was one that should have never been made.
Yeah, that was bad.
2 was pushing it. Wasn't bad, but 3 was just, there should have never been a Godfather 3. Just my opinion.
So you're telling me you're not into like a Meatballs 2 or a Meatballs Part 3?
Yes, all the police academies I loved.
Oh, yeah.
I liked them up
awesome.
to like 5. After that, it's like, and I'm done.
What about all the Porky's sequels? The Porky's series was pretty cool.
Oh,
I think the second one was all right. After that, it just kind of drags on.
It
It's
served
like,
its
okay.
purpose as a pubescent adolescent for me.
Exactly. I was out of that teenage years by that point. Like, I don't need these anymore. I got real porn. I can buy real porn at this point, Scotty. I don't.
The only guy that still buys magazines. It's amazing.
Right.
I don't understand.
I'm keeping that industry alive.
And now, Studs, and Nuts on Pornhub.
The Beverly Hills Cop series. That was a good one, Michael. Those were pretty good, too.
The third one's trash, man.
Yeah.
Like the one that's like the theme park that's like Disney-ish.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I remember that part.
The first one was great, and after that, it's like, nope, and nope.
Not enough bananas in the tailpipe.
That's always a problem. Not enough banana in the tailpipe.
That was pretty good.
What was I just about to say? The Evil Dead 2. Definitely good. Definitely the best of that entire group of.
You didn't like Army of Darkness?
It was good. Army of Darkness was good. That's one where I will say, okay, the sequels, because the original was okay.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 2 was brilliant. Army of Darkness was cool, and the series actually, dude. Do you ever interview as sequels? Do you ever review like a series that was made off of a movie and sequels?
Oh, you mean like a TV series? Or
yeah. Because
no, we have not done that yet.
Okay, because Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Those are really good.
I was worried to watch them because I loved all three of the movies, and I was really worried to watch that series thinking they're gonna screw it up. And I watched it. It was very well done. All the campiness from the original movies, all the goofy humor, all the slapstick, all the stuff was there, and it worked.
And you had Xena.
And it had Xena. You can't go wrong with her. Yeah, that's.
I have to go back and mention Police Academy 6 is one that we covered, and I interviewed Proctor. Who,
no way. That's awesome.
The sixth movie is pretty awesome. And that was funny because when I interviewed him, we did it via like Skype so I could see what was behind him in his office. And it happened to be that movie poster.
Oh, that's
and if you go back, that's a good movie.
Here's a funny thing. I actually recently, all of those are up on Netflix, and I have been rewatching all of the police academies over the past couple of weeks. I'll put one in every now and then. I got up to 5. I have not yet rewatched 6. I will have to do that. That's on my schedule for tomorrow now, is to rewatch Police Academy 6, because it's been a long time, and I actually have been rewatching all those.
I got to tell you, when I watched those series back in the day, I was convinced that Bobcat Goldthwait really talked like that.
He doesn't?
It just blew my mind the first time I heard him like live, and I was like, "Wait a minute, who's this poser?"
Yeah, Michael Morris wants to know if the Blue Oyster Bar is real. Are you asking for a friend, Michael?
He was going to stop. He was going to stop there on his way with the donuts.
It's because the Blue Oyster Bar also serves the rainbow donuts that you're asking about.
Right. There you go. Taste the rainbow.
Depends on which rainbow you're tasting.
Yeah, y'all keep bringing donuts up. It's hard for me to
not
cuss on the air right now.
That's Patrick that time.
Well, technically Michael, because he asked about, or he mentioned the rainbow donut.
Oh, did he? I didn't see
earlier
that.
in the comments. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what happens. I don't pay attention. All right, we're gonna have to hit the comedy rundown and take a little break. Play us a tune, and we'll be back here shortly with some. Are you going to stick around with us for news stories?
I would love to if you want to have me.
Absolutely. News stories are fun. You'll love them.
Florida?
You might hate them. No, actually, there aren't a lot of Florida stories. I do have a couple in here, I'm sure, because you can't have a whole list full of news stories without Florida man somewhere in there.
It's hot in here. It's getting hot in here.
Sorry.
It's the donut talk.
It's all that chai tea latte. That's the chai latte.
Exactly
It's just warming you up. It's all toasty. Anyway, here's this week's Comedy Rundown brought to you by the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's historic Oregon District. Call 224-JOKE or call 937-224-JOKE because we have new area codes here. So call 937-224-JOKE or go to wileyscomedy.com for all the best in Dayton comedy. Tuesday, February 18th tonight, open mic at Peach's Grill at 104 Xenia Avenue in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 8 p.m. There's also an open mic tonight at Jimmy's Ladder 11 at 936 Brown Street at 8:30 p.m. And Story Slam Dayton is at Wiley's Comedy Club tonight. Actually started at 7. You're late. Also tonight, open mic at Somewhere at 804 West North Street in Lima. Somewhere is the name of the bar, not to confuse people. That show starts at 8 p.m. There's also tonight the Toxic Super Dope Comedy Night at Toxic Brew at 431 East 5th Street in Dayton at 8 p.m. Wednesday, February 19th, open mic at Mila's Suburban Cafe at 606 Taywood Road in Englewood at 7 p.m. Also an open mic at the South Park Tavern at 1301 Wayne Avenue. That show starts at 9 p.m. And also on Wednesday night, Dayton Film Connections is going to be at Wiley's Comedy Club discussing film. Thursday, February 20th, open mic at the Spirited Goat at 118 Dayton Street in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 7 p.m. There's also an open mic at Star City Brewing. It's 319 South 2nd Street in Miamisburg from 7 to 10 p.m. Also an open mic at the Barrel House at 417 East 3rd Street from 8:30 to 11. And also on Thursday, open mic at the Hookah Bazaar at 958 Patterson Road. That show starts at 10 p.m. Also on Thursday, there's a lot of shows this week.
Yeah, there's almost as many shows as there is AA meetings around.
Exactly, probably more. As I was looking for a while, and then I thought, nope, I like vodka too much.
That's why we have so many AA meetings, is because of the
too many
shows.
Comedy shows, absolutely. It's for the
drinking.
audience. Also on Thursday, Darren Brand is going to be at the Dayton Funny Bone at 88 Plum Street at the Green. Friday and Saturday, February 21st and 22nd, Haywood Banks is going to be at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in the Oregon District. And Friday through Sunday, February 21st through the 23rd, Miss Pat is going to be at Dayton Funny Bone at 88 Plum Street at the Green. Those are two good competing shows right there. So get out and see Haywood. Saturday, February 22nd, comedy night at Grove's Franklin Tavern at 331 South Main Street in Franklin. That show starts at 7 p.m. And Sunday, February 23rd, Wiley's Sunday Comics is at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street. Get out and support your local comics and your local comedy club. Jessica Grau is going to be hosting that show, and our good friend Gary Henry is going to be closing that one out. That is it. As always, check out Wiley'sComedy.com and DaytonFunnyBone.com for details and tickets to upcoming shows. And don't forget to check out our Monday night open mics at the Barrel in Springboro at 7 p.m. and at the Stage Door in Dayton at 8:30. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Let's see who I don't even think I changed what I was playing from last week because I got that lazy last night after getting home at 9:30 and having an interview and getting ready for this show. So, First song we're going to play tonight is going to be St. Mary, St. Michael. The song is No One Else. You ready, Patrick?
Yes.
Awesome. Hit it.
First time I saw you standing right there before me, I tried to think of clever things to say, but I settled for how are you. And then I knew you were the one that God himself placed here for me. I know it's said all the time, but I don't care. It's how I feel. It's all 'cause there is no one else that I want by my side. There is no one else to hold me through the night. There is no one else that can keep me strong but you. Bad things seem alright, and you make the good things even better. There is nothing that could seem so important when I am thinking of you. Yeah, now when I look into your eyes, well, all I can see is my life with you. Now when I think where we've been, well, I can't help but get excited for where we'll be. It's all 'cause there is no one else that I want by my side. There is no one else that can hold me through the night. No, there is no one else that can keep me strong but you. Throughout the good times and the bad, I may not always like you, but I'll always be glad to have you by my side.
Hey, this is Don Smith from the Life Radio Show. Do you like telling jokes? Are you the class clown? Do your friends always tell you you're funny? You want to prove them wrong? Well, nearly every Sunday, Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's Oregon District brings you Wiley's Sunday Comics. You can be the one on stage making people laugh. Or not. All you have to do is send an email to wileysunDayComics@gmail.com and follow the instructions in the reply email, and you can tell jokes at Ohio's oldest comedy club.
I'm ready to get old. I am. You know why? I grew up with an Atari 2600. Yeah, that's right. One of the joysticks on that, same joystick on a hover-around scooter.
Hi, this is Haywood Banks at Wiley's Comedy Club in Dayton, and you're listening to the Life Radio Show at WWSU, Dayton's Right Choice.
Somebody said that double stuff is in the Oreos is only spelled with one F. They said, I wonder why they did that, because it's better than spelling it with two Ds. You don't want to double stuff with two Ds. That's the wrong thing. Anyway, can we say that on the air, Patrick?
Double
Just
stuff
did.
with two Ds? I mean, nobody knows what we're talking
that's
about.
Such a weird way to spell it. Why would you spell it that way?
Yeah, double
Anyway.
stuff, S-T-U-I. I just realized all this time that we were spelling it wrong.
Exactly. Anyway, hey, welcome back to the Live Radio Show. I'm your help. I'm your help.
Hi, Satan.
I'm your help. You guys are in trouble. No, I'm your host, Don Smith. Wild crap.
Wow, crap.
Got it that time, Patrick.
Can't believe you snapped your fingers, too.
That was
You
great.
gave me
Wow,
shooter
crap.
fingers, dude.
Hell yeah. That's how we do it on the Life.
Man.
My co-host for the week, Scotty Mays, is in. So
We're
good to
just-
have you back.
Thanks, man. We're just letting all the Midwest out tonight, aren't we?
Yeah.
He mentioned Scott Baio, and you channel your inner Chachi. What the hell?
Sorry. That's a better episode title, Channeling My Inner Chachi.
That's pretty funny.
That's how we come up with the show titles, just so you know. Episode titles is just random silly things that are said on the air.
Dude, I'm seriously sweating in here. I don't know if it's this red light bulb that keeps blinking.
Yeah, it's a tanning
No.
bulb. You're gonna be really dark when you leave here. How do you spell Chachi?
Spell it how it sounds.
I got to head off for a moment.
Okay.
So, see you guys for the second hour.
I wrote channel my inner chai latte. Anyway, Doug Dietz is my guest on the phone.
Double D.
Double D.
Double D, look at that. So if anybody said anything,
Yeah,
you can say, hey, this is why we're saying the joke.
Yeah, because you do spell that with two D's. I don't even know if I have enough composure for news stories right now, but we're gonna try to get through this.
All right.
This first story is one I kind of wish Brandon Berry was in here, because Brandon Berry at one point was basically told that he was too ugly for Tinder. I interviewed him in here, and he talked about being basically kicked off of Tinder, and he figured that's why it was. So that was the name of the episode, I believe, was Too Ugly for Tinder. So a model has claimed she was kicked off of Tinder because she was so attractive that men she matched with thought she was fake. Holly Valentine.
Oh.
Like you're not going to see a gorgeous picture of a model named Holly Valentine matching with you on Twitter and think it's real. Holly Valentine, 26, lives in L.A. but often travels around the world with work, so decided to join the dating app as a way to meet people while exploring new cities. That's MEET. She signed up for the paid version of the site, which allows you to see people anywhere in the world. Anywhere. This is great, very well written here. This is anywhere in the world, and uploaded a number of cute snaps. While she often shares saucy photos on her Instagram page, of course she does.
Yeah.
She insists that she works at Taco Bell. No. No, she insists that all the photos on her dating profile were clean because she's shy when it comes to dating. But Holly claims that within just a few hours of signing, she was inundated with messages from matches insisting that her account was fake. She was soon locked out of the app, and when she tried to re-download it and to sign in, it wouldn't work. Kicked off of Tinder for being too pretty. Boo hoo.
Wow. Must be rough for her.
Yeah. Yep, I feel so bad that you are so gorgeous that people think you're fake when you send them pictures. That's terrible thing.
And the name sounds fake. It almost sounds like she's like a late night Skinamax actress.
That actually sounds
Holly
like
Valentine. Yes,
it
really
does. It does. Not necessarily Skinamax. That could be the real. Yep. As long as her middle initial is not I. That would be weird. Just have to initial things HIV. Terrible. Oh, let's see. Japanese fashion billionaire Yusaku Maezawa has pulled out of a documentary search for a girlfriend to take on his voyage around the moon with Elon Musk's SpaceX, citing his, quote, mixed feelings about participating. This month, the 44-year-old announced he was seeking single females over 20 willing to vie to become his girlfriend for a documentary to be aired on a streaming service, Abema TV. Almost 28,000 people applied. Maezawa said he is, quote, extremely remorseful about the decision to pull out. Which, it happens. Sometimes you're remorseful about the decision not to. Apologizing to applicants of the TV staff in posts on Twitter where he is Japan's most followed account with more than 7 million followers. Maezawa, the founder and former CEO of online fashion retailer Zozo, which he said last year sold to SoftBank Group, is known for launching big ideas with much fanfare, though some of them don't pan out as planned, like taking somebody to the moon with you. Nothing new there. I don't know how that's Michael Morris has never been upset about pulling out. It's usually a good decision.
Why don't we set Holly up with this guy and she can go around the moon with him?
There you go. That's not a bad
That's
idea.
a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Sounds like a scene from Revenge of the Nerds.
I don't know. She might be too attractive for the moon.
And she'd be like, oh my God, it's not even made of cheese.
Oh, man. Okay, where are we? Have a cold one. Have an El Chapo beer.
Shut up.
That's the message of Alejandrina Guzman, whose company has developed a craft beer dedicated to her infamous incarcerated kingpin father, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. The beer is part of the El Chapo 701 brand, which has already launched a clothing line and gets its name from when Forbes named him the 701st richest person in the world in 2009. Forbes estimated his net worth to be $1 billion at the time. This is an artisanal beer with 4% alcohol. The prototype is a lager, and it's made up of malt, rice, honey, and cocaine. Honey, so it's good. That's the slogan. It's made up of malt, rice, and honey, so it's good. Okay, said Adriana Atuarte, a salesperson for the brand, who, why would she not say it was good? She's a salesperson. Don't drink this. This is crap. Buy it. And the idea is for it to be sold at bars that stock craft beer. So you can now drink El Chapo.
Oh, and there's a disclaimer. It says may cause a heart attack and tunnel vision.
Oh.
So here's the thing. For people who have never done cocaine and consumed alcohol.
Like at the same time? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The alcohol doesn't really work as well when you're on the cocaine.
Okay.
But
So
once the
you're
cocaine
saying,
wears off,
well,
the alcohol
El
comes back
Chapo is
into
only
play.
4% anyway.
4% cocaine.
Yeah. Not sure the alcohol content is 4% cocaine.
It's mind numbing.
Yeah, and tequila. That's right. Cocaine and tequila. That's El Chapo's real beer. Let's see. I'm going to skip forward. We're going to do a top 9.
Ooh.
Top 9, yes.
I'm a soft 5.
Thank you for that, Scotty. Off with the shirt.
These chai lattes really bring out the honesty,
they really
doesn't
do. Yep, chai latte truth serum. Okay, get it together, Scotty. This is going to be the 9 craziest things seized by Customs and Border Protection. So this should be fun. Number 1, live pigeons. Customs officials stopped a 23-year-old Australian man after they discovered 2 eggs in a vitamin container in his luggage. It was under his pant legs that they discovered pigeons wrapped in padded envelopes and secured to each of the man's legs with a pair of tights. Officials also seized seeds in his money belt and an undeclared eggplant. That's bird smuggling. Like there aren't enough pigeons here. Why do you have to bring your foreign pigeons to American soil?
He misunderstood.
They could have flown
pigeon.
over the wall all by themselves. Number 2, Egyptian mummy linen.
Oh, really?
What?
Customs Border Patrol officers in Michigan seized 5 jars of ancient Egyptian mummy linen. I can't even say it all. Ancient Egyptian mummy linen. Coming illegally through the northern border. I can't talk. I'm done. In May of 2019, inspection of a shipment on a Canadian mail truck in Marysville on May 25th revealed the illegal antiquities believed to be from the 305 to 30 BCE. The agency said the U.S. government focused on repatriating the artifacts back to Egypt. So yes, don't smuggle mummy linen.
It was a huge jar of tuts.
Yeah, that was not a very funny thing to see. That's kind of weird.
It was weird.
I mean, I'd rather have pigeons taped to my legs. I'd rather be known as that guy than the one who's smuggling the Egyptian
mummy linen.
Yep. Incidentally, that's what John Lennon called his mom. Mummy linen.
Oh my god.
We're just getting dumb. Number 3, live tarantulas. A German man in 2011 pled guilty to shipping hundreds of live tarantulas into the U.S. through the mail. Sven Koppler, 37, admitted mailing some 247 live tarantulas to federal agents in Los Angeles who were posing as buyers as part of an investigation dubbed Operation Spider-Man.
Oh, my God. They weren't even trying that day.
That was horrible. Sven needs to work on this.
Yep, Sven. Sven didn't name it. He's just the one shipping.
Oh, he's just... I don't care.
He's just the evil madman trying to take down L.A. like arachnophobia did to
Yep, I will mail them all tarantulas. Number 4, a man disguised as a car seat. Mexican national Enrique Aguilar Conchola, I have to get that right, can be seen in a picture. I didn't have the picture on here. Sewn into a passenger seat of a vehicle in an attempt to illegally enter the U.S. Conchola was stopped at the San Ysidro border crossing in California in 2001. This was only the beginning of intricate and potentially dangerous compact spaces undocumented immigrants have tried to squeeze into to cross the border into the U.S. Disguised sewn into a car seat. That's brilliant.
Was somebody sitting on him?
They would have had to be.
Like
Otherwise, I just kind of picture his like head, little arms out the side, and just that's crazy. That's crazy. Number 5.
Said, don't have beans tonight.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Did that seat rip? Yeah, sort of. Number 5, which also in itself would be a great show title, Black Market Bologna.
Oh, yeah.
Get you some of that black market bologna. In November 2019, Customs Border Patrol officers seized more than 150 pounds of the curious deli meat. Curious deli meat. Just poking its nose into everything. It's just curious. At the port of entry in El Paso, Texas, the CBP said the bologna is prohibited to cross the border due to its pork content. Pork products from overseas could introduce foreign animal diseases to the U.S. pork industry. The smuggler tried to tell officers it was turkey ham when questioned about the red rolls lying in the back of his truck. 150 pounds of black market bologna.
That's a lot of Texas tube steaks.
Yeah, that it is. Lot of Kentucky families went hungry that night.
Would love a Netflix documentary on that one.
Oh, that would be great. Black market bologna smugglers.
Yeah.
Man, I can't take any more show titles. We have over show titled this show.
I have to create an archive.
Yeah,
of show titles.
Unused yet disregarded show titles.
Black market bologna smuggling.
I'm still writing that one down. Black market bologna smuggling. You don't know what you're getting.
Bologna's got a first name.
Don't tell anybody. It's Petro. Sorry, it's taking me a while to write black market black market bologna smuggling. Okay,
Double
we
stuffed.
got it. Yep. Did you say double stuffed? Double stuffed bologna smuggling. Not telling you how they smuggled it in.
I'm not going to tell you all this stuff it either.
Yeah, prison rules. Oh. No. Number 6. Live songbirds. Sorry, this is a hard part to read because it starts off with the guy's name, Sony Dong.
Shut up,
56 was arrested in 2016 for again trying to smuggle endangered good luck songbirds into Los Angeles from Vietnam. He was sentenced to 1.5 years in prison in 2018 and ordered to pay $5,500 in fines after the judge said the conditions in which the tiny birds were trafficked, taped to his legs and ankles of smugglers, were deplorable, according to the East Bay Times. In 2010, Dong had been sentenced for... Dong had been sentenced to 4 months in prison after customs officers found 14 live Asian songbirds individually wrapped for their protection. You got to individually wrap your Dong songbirds. That's the name of his company. It was Dong Birds Limited. Anyway, individually wrapped in cloth and strapped to his legs as he tried to pass through LAX after a 15-hour flight from Ho Chi Minh City. 15 hours of songbirds strapped to your legs. That's a rough flight. I'd rather sit next to a baby.
I'd rather be in a baby mill.
Number 7, a whole pig's head.
Okay.
Right. Hardy the Beagle, who works for Customs and Border Protection as an agriculture detector, discovered the roasted pig's head and other remnants at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in October 2018. A passenger traveling from Ecuador was relieved of his leftovers, and they were destroyed to avoid introducing foot and mouth disease, classical swine fever, and other animal diseases.
How do you have the balls to bring that onto an airplane? I've seen people bring like buckets of chicken that smell, but a whole roasted
pig's head.
Maybe it's their support animal.
This is my emotional support pig's head.
I saved him from the black market bologna smugglers.
Yeah, it could have been worse. This poor guy could have ended up as black market bologna.
He was almost double stuffed.
Yep,
I'll tell you.
Smuggling in the most ungodly ways. Number 8, dead birds for pet food.
What is the bird theme going on?
There are a lot of bird smug. There's a lot of bird smuggling.
I didn't even know like smuggling
days.
Birds was like that.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it's a big market.
It's big black market bologna and black market songbirds. That's the big thing these days. Anyway, just this week, Customs announced that agents in Washington, D.C. seized a package of dead birds from the luggage of a passenger traveling from China. Customs Border Protection, our agriculture specialists inspected the passenger's bag and found the prohibited birds. Wonder if they would have been prohibited if they were live. I don't know. Which the passenger said were food for his cat. Officer seized and incinerated the passenger. No, the deceased animals, so to avoid spreading the highly contagious bird flu. Number 9. Finally, we're at the end of this, Scotty. I didn't think we were going to make it for a while. Number 9, live tropical fish. This may have been the most daring attempt of them all. Customs officials stopped a woman in 2005 when she arrived in Melbourne off a flight from Singapore. There they found 51 live tropical fish in plastic bags tucked into a custom-made apron tied around her waist. Wow, it would have had to been custom-made. I don't think they make your average apron to hold 51.
Well, I'm really
live
surprised
fish.
because I've witnessed, not in person, but on in videos, what they have done with eels. So,
I've heard about that, oddly enough. Not electric eels that you don't want to. No. Battery operated, maybe. But all right, man. This hour has just zipped right by.
Patrick got lost in Enchanted Forest of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, we're going to have to call him back out here so he can take us to break because I don't know how to work the equipment.
I'm not allowed to touch the buttons.
I can't touch the buttons. Hey, Patrick. Okay, never mind. Anyway, well, we got a few minutes left. So, Doug, why don't you tell us how we can get a hold of your podcast, where we can find it, where we can reach out to you on social media, anything you want to throw out there, any big episodes that you have coming up, just anything you want to promote. Now is your time to shine.
This is my time. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, we're on all the major platforms. Just search The Good, The Bad, and The Sequel. Or if that's too hard for you to remember, just go to our website, sequelsonly.com. And on all social media, it's @sequelsonly. And a pretty big interview that we have, it's going to be probably in about 4 or 5 weeks. I got Robert Hayes, who was in Airplane.
Oh, nice.
He was, talking about a cool guy, and he loved that movie, and we talked a lot of behind the scenes of that. And of course, we talked Airplane 2, which, I'm going to say, it holds up. It's a pretty good sequel.
Nice. Yeah, Airplane 2, that was a good one. Not as good as the first one, but still good. That was a good sequel.
Yeah.
All right.
No, that's it, man. This has been great.
Well, thanks for calling in. It's been good talking to you.
Yeah.
And enjoy your sequels. I'm gonna go this week and watch Police Academy 6 now.
Yeah.
Just
Scotty, go get yourself some donuts.
Yeah.
I really love that emotional support from you. Thank you so much. I actually just went to your page, Sequels Only page, and gave it a thumbs up. So,
whoa, thank you.
Yeah, dude, don't get too excited. I'm really not that big of a deal. But you have my support,
to us, Scotty.
Oh, thanks, Don.
One more.
That's right.
That's all that matters.
That's all we need is just one more.
There you go.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you.
All right,
brother.
Thanks a lot. It's great talking to you. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Patrick,
do your thing.
Yeah, do your thing,
Finger Wizard.
That's a good
do
title
your thing,
for you.
Finger Wizard.
Do your thing, Finger Wizard.
That should forget about DJ Triple P. DJ Finger Wizard.
Oh god.
That goes well with the D&D stuff too.
Finger Wizard.
Patrick is a finger wizard.
I'm gonna tell Sean that.
DJ Patrick Finger Wizard.
Patrick Finger Wizard. The old PFW.
All right, get us out of here for the break.
Oh, wait, we're still in the air?
Yep.
Right.
I need a cuddle.
I need a cuffing cuddle.
All right, hit it, Patrick. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check it out wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we are on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM. You can also stream the show live at wwsu1069.org, and we go Facebook Live at the Life Radio Show's Facebook page. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email thelife1069@gmail.com.
Presence overwhelms me. The A brutal presence.
The bologna is prohibited.